Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I want to show you everything that I've been knitting and working on this summer.
This world is so cold and deceiving, filled with lies and disguises and cheating.
I am currently in Tallinn with my mom and my sister, and I dragged all of my knits, this is actually pretty heavy, with me here so that I can show you what I've been working on this summer. This has been a great summer knitting-wise. It's been, like, to be honest, this summer has been a little bit weird just because it's been very fragmented and just a little bit destabilizing suddenly having Edwin, our toddler, who's 2 years old, suddenly like be home all the time because there's no daycare in the summertime, or we decided at least that he would get to be home with us. It's been like a really nice summer. It's gone by quite quickly, and at the same time I feel like I really am looking forward just for like normal everyday life to start, because to be honest, like, I have not been able to work that much, which is, I mean, it's a good thing, but I love my work, so I kind of miss it. But it's actually been a surprising good summer knitting-wise anyways. And the first one this is the first time I'm wearing it, is the Flutterby top. That when this video comes out, the pattern should be released. And the first sample I made of it is, where is it? Here it is. You probably, or you might remember it if you've seen my previous video where I tried to finish some projects. So this was the first cream sample of the Flutterby top. So I actually worked on the second sample when we were in Greece. We went there for a week in the beginning of this summer, which was very, very nice. And it was like the first time that we went on a kind of beachy family vacation, I would say. So it was also a little bit of a test, but everything went well. It was very nice. And I had some time to knit. Like every day I would take a few hours to myself, and then Yuki had a few hours to himself, and then we would be more or less all together, which is nice but quite intense. So it was just nice to have some knitting time by the pool every day so I could finish this Flutterby top. And I knitted this with Isagar 302, I think it's called, which is like linen blend yarn. I think that's like lyocell, linen, and maybe a little bit of cotton if I'm not mistaken. But the feel of the yarn, when you just see it on the skein, I was a little hesitant to, because it feels quite hard and not so soft. But actually I think it works really well, because the whole thing with this top is, of course, this little frilly hem thing, and then you have these tie strings, which I just adore. And I actually made this second sample with a bit of a more voluminous frill. So in my first sample, and this is with Mayogarn Sunny Linen, which is probably like my, I don't know, I think my favorite summer yarn, honestly. I just loved working with this yarn. And it's just like so soft, and it's super nice because it has some structure, but it kind of fills those holes. So with this Isagar yarn, I don't know if you can see, but it has more of a, because I think it has more linen in it, so it kind of produces a little bit more like that it doesn't fill in the holes. So you have some like nice increasing details here, but you can kind of see a little bit of holes there, which is totally fine. But with the Mayogarn Sunny Linen, because I think it has more like a different composition, it really like fills in those gaps in a way that I really like. And just the feel is very nice. But this color is gorgeous, and this also feels like a really comfortable piece to wear now, and it's still warm here. Hello, I'm just on my way to pick up my sister. We are gonna today film another, what we've titled Suspicious Knitters episode. So this is something we started on Instagram. I'll show you the first one here. How many? 11.
How long have they been waiting?
Define waiting.
Are they whips or UFOs?
They're whips.
Oldest one?
It's hibernating.
That's a UFO.
It's hibernating.
So what's the plan? How do we fix this? Cast on something new yesterday.
It's going really well. So today we are filming our third episode or reel. Okay, so this is gonna be Suspicious Knitters episode number 3, titled Sleeve Island, and it's gonna be very interesting to see. It's gonna involve getting wet,
Yes.
nature documentary style photography, dialogue, cinematic,
See how it goes.
and of course, most important, outfit styling.
Yes.
Knitting.
That's it.
Okay, location is there. All right, we have almost, I think, gotten every material or all the material we need. It's been a little bit of a challenge, to be honest, just because like this surface is so uneven and just like trying to get the right shots. But I think we have it. Now we only need my sister's wading scene, like the binoculars, the first scene, and then we need to do the sound, because we do the sound separately because we don't have that pros team behind us so we could get the audio at the same time as. But I mean, it's beautiful out here, and it's really warm and nice, so good circumstances to be working with. I am, by the way, wearing my Arctic Light sweater. This is an oldie and a goldie, and my sister is wearing the Chica Cherry sweater and the Seashore skirt. All right, but we still have some work to do. Good morning. We are on our way to a cafe. I'm gonna edit the video we shot yesterday, the reel. I think it's our finest work yet, to be honest.
See how it turns out.
Yeah, visually I think we took it to the next level. I'm wearing my Seashore blouse today. My sister is wearing my picnic cardigan. And yeah, it's like finally a beautiful day. It's been quite rainy here in Helsinki for the past few weeks. And we're also gonna head out to the countryside, I think tomorrow or the day after. So it's gonna be really nice to finally have some proper summer vacation, or like with the family. So looking forward to it.
How long have you been here?
A week? Maybe a month? Time moves differently here.
Are any of these finished?
They will be. Welcome to Sleeve Island. All right. Another thing that I have knitted this year is the sour candy top. This was also in that previous video, and this was really like the textured piece that I made this year with this like I-cord, I-cord, what do you call this? Shoulder straps, yes, hello, shoulder straps. I realized I should probably put this on. Wait, I'll pop it on. But this is like a really fun textured project to work on, and that was really what I was craving when I got this yarn in Berlin. This is Sandnes Garnline in I think a color called Pink Lilac, and I just love this color. I think it's really, really a nice color. And yeah, very fun, quite quick to knit. And then you have this I-cord construction that I was very proud of doing. This is the first time I'd done a construction like that, but I think it's just like a really fun summer garment. The bestseller this summer is the vanilla Chilla Tee. Absolutely. This is like a really basic, simple t-shirt. And it's funny because I started to knit this, I think in March. And it's so funny because I feel like a lot of knit designers released very simple t-shirts, like basic t-shirts this year. So it's just funny, like that must have been some kind of collective consciousness, I don't know. But this is my kind of version of a simple tee, so it's the vanilla Chilla Tee. I'll pop it on as well for you. Oh, I love the feel of this, and it's just such a good basic piece to have. This one I knitted with Drops Design Bell, which has exactly the same consistency of Sonnes Garn Line, but I was just talking with one of my knitting friends about this, like how the yarns, even though the composition is completely the same, they feel different. Like I feel the Line is softer and like gives more, like becomes looser, and Bell, I feel it has a little bit more of a structure, and I think it's because of the way how the yarn is spun, like how tightly, like I have no idea. This is just like the feeling I have just from having worked with them, knitted with them. But that's just like my experience from working with these. I'm not saying either one is worse or better. I have a Vanilla Chilla guide here, so like YouTube tutorial. It's like I'm calling it a guide because it's not like a full step-by-step tutorial, but basically I go very in detail, like how you start it, how you do these. There aren't German short rows in it, but there is some shaping, what you do just flat, so you don't have to do German short rows. You still get that really nice, so where the back sits higher up than the front, which is just like very nice and looks good. And then also how to do this really nice folded collar, and also how to do these folded cuffs, and also on the hem. And very exciting, I finally also released the Vanilla Chilla light version, which is basically the same construction, just in a lighter yarn. So this is a fingering yarn. This is Tunline. I will pop it on for you, just a moment. So yeah, this is the Vanilla Chilla light tee version. I made the sleeves kind of 3/4 length, just because I wanted to try that, and I had this vision of, you know, then also be able to wear this more in the fall and throughout the year. And I think it just is so elegant, so timeless, classic, chic, like all these things that I'm looking for when I'm creating something for myself. Mind you, this took really long time to knit, if I'm honest, on 3mm needles, but oh my god, it's so worth it. And this color I think was called like dark navy or something by Sonnes Garn Tunline. So a fingering weight yarn, you could for example use a silk yarn. This is a linen cotton blend I think, and viscose, but any kind of summer yarn in a fingering weight for this. And be prepared to stay with that project for a while, but then also be prepared to have a favorite in your wardrobe for, you know, the rest of your lifetime, basically. Because I think it takes some time, but this is so nice because it's lighter, it's airier. So this one is in a DK weight yarn, so of course it's much thicker. So I would say for really warm days, I don't know, I don't think I could really wear this, but this I could totally wear. And this brings me to so exciting stuff, because I actually had some help. So I asked a sample knitter to do the Vanilla Chilla in a long sleeve version. So this is the Vanilla Chilla long sleeve tee. So I don't know, can you really call it a tee? Like this is the Vanilla Chilla long sleeved. So I'm gonna probably, I don't know if I will release this as a separate pattern or maybe update the existing pattern, because the only modification really is the longer sleeves. I think I will just update the existing pattern. So if you've already purchased the Vanilla Chilla tee, you can just check out, I mean, basically you just work the sleeves to a longer length. There really isn't anything else to it. And I really asked the sample knitter to make them a little bit over long, like excessively long. I like long sleeves. And this is also in a size medium. This is a size small because I want it to be very comfy, and I have been wearing this here in Tallinn already quite a bit. This one is with, again, Drops yarn, because I'm really wanting to try out yarns that are also more affordable, kind of I guess, offering that as an alternative, because I know a lot of people at the moment, you know, maybe don't have the possibility to just spend a lot of money on expensive yarns, even though, of course, like it's always good to invest in high quality, but like this drops yarn, the merino cotton is so nice. Like this is so, like I don't even have anything underneath, and it's just super luxurious, and I've been wearing it for a few days, and at least for now I don't really see any effect of piling. Is it peeling or piling? Peeling probably, but you know, when it gets like fuzzy. And so this is the long sleeve version. I will have to weigh this to see how much yarn you actually need for it, but in the DK weight. And I have one more, like, stick with me here, one more really exciting vanilla Chilla version. Like this really, for me as a knitter and designer, is one of the most exciting things. Having a design in different yarns, like, oh my gosh, it's just so exciting. Like, I just get such a kick out of it. So this is the exact same design, the vanilla Chilla Tee, in 2 strands of silk mohair. So can you see what an absolute fluffy dream this is? And this is in 2 strands of Filcolana Tilia in the color, I think it's called Sakura, so it's like a light pink color. And yeah, I just like had this idea of wanting to see this in a like more of a winter version, and look how nice it is. So this is like super airy, light. I don't know, it doesn't feel very itchy now, but I think if I would have a coat over this, I think I would want to have like a t-shirt underneath. But all these same finishing touches just look so different. Let me just grab that because it doesn't look so good, like it just stretches out the fabric, but it just looks so nice in this fuzzy yarn. All right, but next, let's move on to something extremely exciting. Okay, for this we definitely need to change location because I need to be able to show you the full thing. This is a maxi length seashore dress. So this is a pattern that I released last year. I have the tutorial for it. It's basically, you have, well, I have of the Seashore series, I have a skirt, I have a blouse, and then I have this dress. And in the tutorial, you get both to see how to do the blouse or then the dress, because it's basically, the blouse is just like a version of the dress. And then this one, I'm gonna update the pattern. So you've just basically worked more length for it. So the original one is, I would say, like this kind of length. And then you just get this beautiful drape. This one was knitted in 2 strands of Knitting for Olive pure silk in the color ice blue, and I just adore this color so much, and also just this dress. I think it's so beautiful. I'm so grateful for having such great sample knitters. Okay, I have to say, this is so cool. Like, this is probably like one of the most gorgeous things I've ever seen, and it's just like the perfect length. So I know who knitted this for me. I just asked her to repeat this this section a few more times than like the original pattern, and it's just so cool. And then it has like these, well, now I have dark underwear on, so I should have some lighter one, but it's just like a really nice detail here on the side as well. I cannot wait to wear this. Yeah, I'm just so excited to be able to share this with you and show this to you. So I don't know, you know, if you are getting married next summer or in the winter even, you could totally, I think if you would make this in white, this could be a wedding dress for sure. Now, while we are on the subject of dresses, I have another dress for you. Let me grab it. Okay, stop the press. What do we have here? Can you recognize this? This is the love letter top, but as a dress. So this is the love letter dress. I have been wanting to design a love letter dress ever since the original pattern came out in 2023. And here it finally is. It is so gorgeous. This one is also in 2 strands of Knitting for Olive in the color ballerina, I think. It was a color that was, I think, discontinued because we couldn't find it anymore. We didn't have enough. And then when I had to get more on their website, it wasn't, or no, it maybe changed name. I think it's now called Cherry Blossom. One of the pink colors anyways, like the light pink colors of Knitting for Olive Pure Silk in 2 strands. This was also knitted by a sample knitter named Elisa, who's also knitted lots of things for me before. And this is in a size medium. I made the tops in size small, but I really was afraid I don't want it to be like too tight. And in the love letter top, you have these increases that happen here around, because like the top has like an A shape, A-line shape format, basically. So it kind of works out. So there are some increases that happen. So obviously like it has a pretty straight form, but there are increases like for your, you know, the booty and all that, and so that you can basically walk and move around in it. Yeah, I think this just turned out so beautifully with all these lace textures. One of my absolute favorite designs I've ever done, the love letter top. So yeah, just so stoked to have this now as a dress format. Finally, 3 years later. Okay, we're back at the original spot just because this is the Cornflake top in light yellow, and it's kind of a hard color to try to shoot or to get realistic looking. So I think here the light is maybe a little bit more soft so you can see the color properly. This is, well, the main like showstopper of this piece is the crochet, the scallop edge that you see here. Also kind of the back has some fun things going on. And here this crochet scallop edge, which I made also a little YouTube video just showing how to do that and also talk about the construction. And I made in that YouTube video this top in kind of a crazy color combo, like this moss green together with these pink details. And if I'm completely honest, like I have not really been wearing this. I think today I'm gonna try to style it for some photos because I don't have any photos of this just because my mind just got like how do you wear this? Like these colors are gorgeous together. I love this color combo, but then to actually wear it, I've struggled to find good outfits with it. But I'm thinking maybe with like just some like white jeans. I mean, obviously it would be so nice to have a set. So, you know, shorts in the same color, that would be, I think, the best, but haven't had the time to do that. And I don't know if knitted shorts is really something that I would wear like out. I think it's something I would wear inside as like loungewear, but yeah, anyways, lots of ideas, but then always trying to decide like what is actually worth the time doing. But this Cornflake top I think is so cute, and it has this little also kind of nice texture edge here around the hem, which I was extremely satisfied with. And this was the first, I think this was the first summer design I put on my needles, and yeah, happy to say that I have 2 of it. And yeah, this one is in Sannes Garn Line. Can't remember the color code, but in the pattern you'll find it on the pattern page. And this one again is Knitting for Olive Pure Silk, both of these colorways. All right, that's like all of the main things that I've designed and knitted this year, which is quite a lot actually. Then I also have this striped blouse that I haven't actually done the pattern for yet. I will definitely do it because this has been like such fun piece to wear. 3mm needles, took a long time, but again, super worth it. And it has like this little drawstring thing here at the waist, which is like a really nice detail. And then I'll just quickly show you some of samples that I also got. These are actually summer knits that I designed last year. So we have the Wavy Babe top, such a nice, like this is just like a cable knit tank top, knitted bottom up. And I did one last summer and then this one for this summer because I'm really craving red in my wardrobe. And then I also got a new Sweet Breeze top in this really cool like coffee bean color. So it's like a very, very simple just tank top. And then one little final bonus thing that I want to share with you is a little bandana that I just like whipped up a few nights ago, or it took me a few nights. In one, like this took one skein of cashmere yarn. So this is like I started it from here, like bottom up. I have been seeing so much of like the cool girls wearing bandanas this summer, so I really wanted to give it a try and knit one. And I think this color is actually really fun. Like it's not a color I've really knitted with before that much, but I think it's a really nice accessory to have in the summer. I knitted it with one skein of Cardiff cashmere. It only used up like one skein. Now again, it's maybe a little weird to have it in a cashmere yarn, like as a bandana here for summer. But my thinking is that you can have it like this, like how nice is that? And I'm hoping I could also be wearing it as like a scarf. So when the season and weather gets colder, that I could somehow style it a bit like a mini scarf. Just like this. Arguably this probably doesn't like really warm you, but maybe like this, and then you have, you know, like a coat on, and then you can just have this thing like peeping out there, maybe underneath the coat. Super nice little detail, and this was like so quick to knit and really fun to knit. So I don't have a name for it yet, but I'm definitely gonna release this pattern as well. And I think I want to maybe make another one in more of a, like a summer yarn, just to see how that would look and feel. All right, that's basically what I've been knitting this summer, and now I'm really excited for fall. I feel like I have lots of new ideas and things I want to try out. Like I'm very much in a phase of, you know, details, like with frills and little bow ties and all this. So I have so many ideas that I just want to try, and stripes. So I've actually started a few projects for fall already here in July, but you know, that's the way. Like also if you want to be releasing a pattern when the actual kind of season starts, you have to be a little bit of ahead, but that's not really the reason. The reason is more that I just like feel like it. After having knitted with all these like summer yarns, my hands are just itching for wool and silky mohairs and fuzzy yarns. Do you know what I mean? So I have been really trying to get some clarity in the ideas that I've had over the summer, and maybe haven't had so much time to actually get going, because yeah, I've been spending a lot of time with my family and with Edwin and with my sister who is here for the summer. She lives in Stockholm. So yeah, good stuff, and I'm really excited for the next season, and to be honest, also kind of excited to just get back to like everyday rhythm and routines, because summer has been a bit of a, like I said in the beginning, kind of fragmented and a little bit all over the place, and just like having to manage well, some things that has been going on with like Yuki and his family, some things that has meant that he's had to yeah, just dealt with some stuff. Basically, I've been with Edwin quite a bit, which has been super nice, but also has taken a lot of my time away from knitting and focusing on that, which is totally okay, part of life. But now so glad like to start again fresh, like a new season, and bring you along, and hopefully have also more time and capacity to do more YouTube videos, because I really miss it, and it kind of pains me when I don't have the time or energy or capacity to do videos. But I always try to do very like high quality, so then I don't want to like just force it or push it and release something that I'm not happy with, or that I don't think provides so much value. So that's also the reason sometimes it goes a little bit more quiet here. Yeah, but thank you so much for watching this video. As always, you can come and see more of the things that I'm working on, or at Kika, come and say hi and share your things. If you're knitting something, some of my patterns, you can always use the hashtag knitwithkika, or then like the actual pattern hashtag, and we can find your knits. All right, take care, and hopefully see you very soon. Bye.